Friday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Jones, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Shohei Ohtani gets the starting nod for the Halos. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Upton sprinting after it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first 2 guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch a ticket.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Donald Jones.
Stepping in, Donald Jones. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Count even now at 1-1, and he was rewarded for his incredible first half with an invite to the Midsummer Classic. Always an honor.
No surprise this guy found himself in the All-Star game in the Midsummer Classic. He absolutely had a monster first half. He was almost a certain lock to represent his team at that game.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and this one gets away. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. At the plate, Johnny Bench. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young player.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. Now the Angels will get their first crack. So stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Andrelton.
First pitch on its way.
Simmons.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Mancini ranging back. He's there and records the first out. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's in the top 5 runs scored in the American League, so he's a big part of this lineup. The guys behind him are doing a great job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
Into the box, Tommy La Stella. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. That's 2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Heading out towards shallow right. Bautista has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Angels go at the plate. Renato Nunez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Calhoun is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit in the air out toward left. Upton's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2-0 now. And he swings right through it there. 2-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fly ball into straightaway left. Upton has a play, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll go to the digging in now. Justin Upton.
Leading off for the Angels.
First pitch on its way to Upton.
Justin.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And it's 1-1. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, Zero, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the AL in RBIs.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
High in the air into shallow left center. Mancini has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And no shot of testing anything there. He'll hold on at third with 1 gone.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris "Crush" Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
The 1-1 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Line toward the alley in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Ready now for L.A. David Fletcher. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Now at the plate, Chris Davis, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
The next 0-2 is taken down and in for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Bautista, more often known as Joey Bats. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck. and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The center fielder, number 15.
So striding in, Walter Oka. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4. In now, Alcides Escobar, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Donald Jones. No balls and a strike to count. Batista, the runner at third. Oka over at second. Escobar at first, 1 gone. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. From the stretch. Now this is slowly hit to short. Probably too slowly to get 2. 1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Ready now for Baltimore, Johnny Bench, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down and no.
The Angels are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something that they've done very well this season. They come into this game near the top of the league in both batting average and on-base percentage. And talking to a few of the players earlier, they emphasized the importance of having quality at-bats every time one of them goes to the plate. One player told me, "We have a lot of professional hitters on this team, and we hold each other up to a certain standard." Guys, that level of accountability seems to make them a difficult bunch to deal with.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the 2-1 home. Now that's popped up. Bench moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter.
So there's the first out here in the Angels' third, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Right side, hit hard. And that will find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Oka is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Off the rocks and gone. A two-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton, number 299 in his career. And the Angels have opened it up to 4-1. Standing in now, Justin Bour, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home runs. Justin Bour has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. 3 runs already home here. And that misses 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is so digging in now, Renato Nunez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that misses 1-1. A 2-1 count to Nunez.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Simmons to his left. He's there. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
One out now in the Orioles' 4th, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. (2-0) to the Baltimore left fielder.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
3-0 now.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
3-1 to him now. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
I'm set with the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Here's Chris Davis now. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out.
Number 19.
Stepping in, Jose Bautista. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air to center. Trout has a read on it, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run on the RBI. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited their low chase rate or percentage of swings that are on pitches outside of the strike zone as one reason for their success so far in this game. That number is under 20% right now. So up and down the lineup, they're doing a great job of picking on pitches they're more likely to do damage with.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. And Lucroy behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Mancini is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder.
Standing in, Cole Calhoun hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready now, David Fletcher. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Lined hard toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. To 2-2 now. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Trevor Cahill, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Alcides Escobar stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and Cahill's looking sharp here. 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Donald Jones.
Donald Jones.
Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Now a liner caught out there by Simmons. Here's Tommy La Stella now, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. There for it, Escobar. Scooped up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The center fielder, number 27.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Mike Trout. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Counts even to Trout. 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
La Stella aboard here at first with nobody out. Down the first baseline. Davis has it. Escobar. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Here's Justin Upton now. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Justin Upton becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Justin Bour is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
And this will be put away easily for the out. Angels strand 1. They're still out in front, 5-2. Striding in once again, Johnny Bench. He'll stand in against Trevor Cahill to get the inning underway. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Into the box now, Renato Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Up next for the Orioles.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Now at the plate, Zach Kozar. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now in the box, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Now batting. Right
into the box now, Cole Calhoun. He went down on strikes last time up. A shot down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike.
Nope,
and low, it's a ball and a strike.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells.
And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over. Dan Jennings is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
He'll try again. 1-2 to short. Simmons is there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now
stepping into the box, Chris Davis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. The 2-2 one more time. And he pops it up back behind second base. Cozart takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The right fielder.
At the plate, Jose Bautista. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Jennings has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. So coming to the plate, David Fletcher. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The second baseman, David Fletcher.
Tanner Scott gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 66.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it up on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 0-2. Here it is. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Skied down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Here's another 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Tommy La Stella. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. Hit hard on the ground to second. Jones ranging up the middle, and that will conclude matters here in the Cam Bedrosian has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping into the box, Walter Oka. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The 1-0 home. And he popped him up. Simmons shading to his right. 1 down. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering on its way. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Count now a ball and a strike. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
This is line to left. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 2-2 offering. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Another full count offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for this first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Johnny Bench. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Escobar on second. Jones is over at first with 1 away. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And, oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled away. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Into right center field, and this ball's going to get down a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there, Dero. He's just too fast. They try to make a play at the plate, but they had no chance. get him because of his wheels.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
One out and a runner on second base. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Ball 3.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch on its way. The bouncer to the left side, taken in by Simmons. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. And he is going to tie this ball game late as this ball is down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. Mancini takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home run.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits. No error. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Oka's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The left fielder,
so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Upton, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 2-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. 0-1 the count. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 7.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Zach Kozar. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Mancini is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this. Michael Hermosillo will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Luis Garcia enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Garcia, the former Philly, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Fastball well outside.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Count still full, 3-2. He'll try it again, 3-2. That's fouled off to the left side as he makes him do it again, 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time, and this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
The right fielder.
In now for the O's, Jose Bautista. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Davis on at first, nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun is there, one away. Digging in once again, Walter Oka. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Line drive to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The batter, number 1.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and up next will be the shortstop, Alcides Escobar. And a ball, 1-0. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to Board takes care of him, and that ends the inning. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have that. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Michael Gibbons enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He was a double play victim last time around.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
1-1 the count now. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty D, this is kind of a mini home run derby. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Ready for another chance. Andrelton Simmons. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball one to start the at-bat. Fouled off. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage is... Digging in to try it again. Donald Jones. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this league.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes. 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Here's the 1-0. Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. Calhoun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ready once again, Tommy La Stella. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The designated hitter, Tommy La Stella.
Gregory Infante comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Outside, 2-1. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. He's around first, heading for 2. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Now batting, Mike Trout. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. A possible winning run on second. No one out. Hit on the ground to third. And there's 1 down now. Now to the plate, Michael Hermosillo. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. So a big moment in the ball game here. Justin Bour as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Trey Mancini. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the third baseline. Grounded slowly to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jonathan Villar, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he lays off there 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Chris Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Hermosillo is there, and he'll make the catch. Coming to the plate now, Zach Kozar, as he's set to get the bottom of the 11th started. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 0-2. Hard liner to center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
The right fielder.
Here's the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw coming quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only one gone.
Number 6, second baseman.
Hey, there's a base hit right there, and a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go.
And hang on, he's out. Gun down, trying to swipe a bag with two away, and that's going to put an end to the inning.